What's up, Cheri gang? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be doing some healthy snacks for on the go because I am currently packing and getting ready to leave to St. Louis in about 3 hours. So I'm gonna do a last minute little snack pack. Let's get started. But before we do, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So what you're gonna need is your favorite protein. Today I'm gonna be using Phorm chocolate milkshake and vanilla ice cream. We're doing 2 different types of power balls. And then I like peanut butter cups, or this is Reese's peanut butter cup chips in my balls. And then Heath little bites. We're gonna put this one in the vanilla one. You're gonna need some old-fashioned oats, any kind of peanut butter. This is my favorite brand. You're gonna need shredded coconuts and chopped walnuts. And then I'm gonna show you how to make them even smaller. And a little bit of vanilla and some water. So let's get started. This is gonna be a ½ cup of peanut butter, but I don't know where my ½ cup measuring thing is, so I'm gonna do 2 quarters. That's 2 quarters. I love packing snacks with me because sometimes you never really know what is going to be available to you, especially when you go to a different state or a different country. So packing your own snacks to make sure you stay on track for your goals is super important. And the cat is on the counter. Hey, get off the counter. Ugh, he's so bad. Anyways, okay, you take your 1/4 cup again, and this is the last step, is the little peanut butter nibs. There you go. I'm gonna put those in there. And then, once we got it all mixed, we're gonna use our hands to do the last part. So mush it all together. So then you're just gonna make them into tiny little balls like this. You can either use a scoop to be a little more precise, but I just like to kind of use my eyeball. And then you roll them in the shredded coconut, and voila, it's done. And you're gonna do that 15 more times. So every recipe is different. It just depends on what you want to put into the recipe. They will all have different calories. So for example, the stuff that I used today, it comes out to about for this size of a ball, between 106 calories and 115 calories. So it just depends on your ingredients. So be sure to read your ingredient list and make sure you know what you're putting into your little power balls and keep track. So this made 12 normal size protein balls and 1 gigantic one. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to divide them into 2s and stick them into little sandwich bags to take with, so that way we can have good portion control. Big one, and I think maybe this one's littler. Little. There's one. So for the next one, we're going to be using our walnuts, and you can put them into a little Ziploc bag like this. Take a rolling pin or the bottom of a mug or whatever you can use to smash, and just kind of lightly give them a good little beating. Beat them up like they've been knotted. And that should be good. Cool. So I'm gonna take these and we're gonna put them in our little bowl that we're gonna use to cover our balls. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then the bigger pieces probably won't get onto the protein balls, but that's okay because we just want to coat them. So starting again, we're going to do a scoop of vanilla ice cream, level 1 protein this time. scoop with this, put it in there. We're gonna do our 1/4 cup of water. Half teaspoon of vanilla. There we go. And start to mix it up. And then again, another 1/2 cup of peanut butter. It's like 1/2 cup, a little less. Starting to smell good. Yeah. Feeling like a 1/4 cup of this might be kind of a lot, and I haven't used these before. They're very, very candy-like. So I think I'm just gonna eyeball kind of a 1/4 cup. Like, yeah, I guess that's good. I'm gonna just put them in there. Wow, I'm so messy today. I don't know. So the reason I'm using like the Heath bars, because I want just like a tiny bit of like sweetness in here to go with the chopped nuts on the outside. It's gonna be so good, so good. There's only 2 grams of sugar in the protein powder. And there's, let's see, how many sugars are in this peanut butter? 4 grams. So that's not really that bad. And then we're adding, let's see. It's like 9 grams of sugar, but it's like, yeah, per tablespoon. Okay, so that's kind of a lot of sugar. So we got to use these sparingly. We are ready to use our hands and start rolling out the balls. So let's get a little station set up here. Rolling station, okay. So last step, get in here. Make sure everything is nice and mixed together, which it looks like it is. Okay, so then we're just gonna grab a little handful like this and start packing it into a little ball. Perfect. And then we're gonna roll it into our chopped walnuts. Yeah. Ooh, this can be so good. Get it all nice and covered. Here we go. There's one. Okay, so how pretty does this look? They look delicious. Can't wait to eat them. All right, so now what we're gonna do is after I pack these away, I'm gonna stick them in the fridge for the next like 2-3 hours while I finish packing. That way they can kind of like harden up. And you definitely wanna, you can keep them in the fridge or you can keep them in your cupboard. I prefer to keep them in the fridge until I'm ready to like throw them in a bag with me and take them on the go. But either way, warm or cold, they're delicious.